Good morning. Good morning, everyone. It's 9:30. It's Monday. As Justin would say, Money Monday. I'm going to see if anyone's going to jump on. I'm going to give it a few seconds. So if you're jumping on, please say hello, say hi. Say that you are there. I'm not seeing anyone just yet. Tag some people in there. Good morning, good morning. I see if you're watching, please say hi in the comments so I can see that you are there. Karima, I can see you're there. Good morning. How are you? How was your weekend? Hopefully the comments will work this time because last time I couldn't see the comments. Well, actually the last few times I couldn't see the comments. So I'm not sure what's going on. And since I'm not a techie person, I'm not really that good at it. Good morning, Patrina. That's been a while. How are you doing? Hope you're all good. Hope Ron is good. Business is good. Let me give it a few more seconds. Good morning. I see someone else watching. Tuti's watching. Good morning. Okay. So, I hope you're... Good morning, Ikenema, my friend. You need to go to bed. Ikenema called me last night to ask me how I was doing. I did audition for a comedy festival or cabaret festival, and he called me, showered me with love while he had to go to work into the night shift. So now he's probably staying up while he needs to get some sleep. Isn't he a wonderful friend? I love you. Anyway, let me jump into the message today. What I was thinking about is, have you ever come across on how much, when you're doing something new, how do I put that? When you're doing something new, you are putting yourself out of your comfort zone, right? So you're going into the stretch zone. So if that is something you do on a regular basis or you have done it, please give me a 1 in the chat box and let me know if you did. I mean, most of us did. Good morning, Kevin. How are you doing? Hope you're okay. Anyway, so me, for example, I try to focus more on the stand-up comedy side. So that means I have to go out on stage and perform, make people laugh. Now, there's two things to that, which I want to talk about. First thing is, not everyone knows that and not everyone sees it, but I'm actually quite scared or quite nervous to go on stage. So I have to put myself out of my comfort zone and into my stretch zone, of course. So give me a 2 in the chat box if you ever did something that you felt really uncomfortable with, but you did it anyway. So because the reason you want to do it, your why is bigger than your fear. So what I did, what I used to do is when I go on stage, I got really nervous and so nervous that I felt like I could throw up or I could just cry. Good morning, John. See, you're coming on. I could just cry, and I actually didn't even know why. It was just fear, but I couldn't place the fear back to wherever it was coming from. Well, last year I discovered the whole red line throughout my life, which is, well, maybe kind of funny because I always used to be invisible. My whole life I tried to be invisible in so many ways. For example, when I, as a kid, had something going on and I came to my mom, whatever, I had a wound on my finger or whatever, it was always busy with us at home. So there was always something. So I took steps back. At school, I was being bullied. So what did I do? I took steps back. Good morning, Usha. Beautiful, my friend. How are you? So I've been taking steps back always, always with family. Good morning, Yolanta. With family, with friends, with just anyone. So that became my normal, my behavior. But at some point, it doesn't work. And it doesn't match with what it is that I want to do, because I want to go make people laugh. I want to inspire people. I want to make a difference in the world. So when I discovered how many times I did it, actually, this gave me so much clarity. And so yesterday I had to do this audition. And normally I would be so nervous and throw up. But what I did is I spoke to different comedians. I watched them on TV. I spoke to a few comedians that are more famous and that are actually, but they already have experience. So they've been through everything already. And what you don't see, because they always they always do it like it's easy for them. They've probably gone through the same thing. And one of them said to me, don't be afraid to fail. Go out and do as many open mics as you can. Just go and do it. And if people don't laugh, don't worry about it, because you can adjust, because you need to practice to get it better, right? That means I have to go in the stretch zone all the time. So yesterday actually was a different thing. There were like 45 comedians auditioning, and I was probably the one with the least experience, because I only did like 5 open mics in English and no, 6 and 5 in Dutch. So most people don't even know me. And I was kind of overwhelmed with the others, because I went there early on the day, so I saw the others before I had to go on. Some were really funny, some had really good stories. And I thought, oh my God, how am I going to do that? Instead of what I used to do, I now knew that this was just an ego thing, because our ego is trying to keep us safe. And when we try to be safe, we will learn nothing new. We won't change. We won't do what we actually want and need to do. And this time, there was another comedian sitting next to me, and I said, I cannot do what you're all doing, because, because I can do it, but I told myself I couldn't do it because I wasn't doing it the same way as them. And it hit me. I knew this, but at the right time, he just said, but you are you. You need to do your thing on your way, because that is what you're good at. Don't be afraid. You will manage this, and you can just be you. And I went on there, and actually, it went okay. It wasn't perfect. Good morning, Andrew. That's been a long time. It wasn't perfect. Far from perfect. I don't think I made it to the semifinals, because out of the 45, they're going to pick 6 to 8 people. But I also wasn't the worst one, depending on who you ask. And there are only 2 judges, so hey. The thing was, it took me probably all night to realize, first of all, I wasn't that nervous, because I put myself out there, trusted myself, and figured out that it was okay not to be perfect. Then when I was done, normally I would blame myself and be upset, thinking, oh, I should have done this, should have done that, I have to be perfect. And now, with me knowing what my red line throughout my life was, because I realized I am now becoming more visible, I thought, you know what, this was just one time. I did okay. I didn't do bad at all. I don't have to blame myself or make myself feel bad because at least I was there. I did it. I tried it. I stretched myself. And this is exactly where my growth is. So I'm going to take the next step because if you need to take us one step at a time, right? How can I be the number one comedian without having any practice, having learned anything? No, you cannot go from A to Z in one time. I have to go from A to B to C, D, E. I need to take the whole alphabet. And even though it's hard, I trust myself. And you know what? I got another gig coming up tomorrow. And normally I would go like, oh, quit, let's not do it, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to quit. I'm going to go there tomorrow. And tomorrow I'll be playing a little bit more. I've got 8 minutes instead of 6. And I will redo the things that I did because that will make me go into it again. It will make me better. And it is okay not to be perfect. It is okay to mess things up a little bit. So my message is don't listen to your ego too much because our ego is going to tell us off, tell us don't do it, don't do it. I mean, my ego literally last night was shouting, saying, oh, you see, you didn't do well, you should have done this. And I sat down and all I did this time was listen, observe. I thought, no, you're not going to listen to that. I'm not going to listen to that. Oh, you look terrible. You did this, you did that. And no, I didn't. I just thought, okay, if you realize that you are the best version of you every time, I mean, tomorrow you will be a better version, and the day after you will be another better version, because we are growing day by day if we're taking steps. You don't have to do anything special to be special. So, with that message, I just want to say, don't listen to your ego, listen to your intuition and your heart, and take the steps. Realize why you do what you do. Why do you want to do what you want to do? Make that important and make that big, and then go out and do it. Feel the fear and do it anyway. It is okay to have a little bit of fear. It's not okay to let the fear control you, because the past is the past. That is gone, so you don't need to stay there. The future is not there, so you cannot go there yet. All we've got is the present. It's called the present. It's a gift. Some of us didn't get the gift of waking up today, and we are here. So whatever you do what your intuition tells you. I guess that's my message for today. I hope that video served you. If you're watching this on replay, you know the drill. Put in hashtag replay so we know that you watched it. And we're doing it for you because we hope to inspire you in any kind of way. Have a great day. Make it count. And yeah, as Akanema is just repeating, remember, you don't have to do anything special to be special, because you already are special. You are born special. So, with that, have a great day. And as Jason always says, don't you ever, ever, ever let anyone or anything ruin your day. You know why, my friends? Because you are better than that. See you soon. Bye.